The Viltrumites are some of the strongest warriors in the Invincible universe. They look human, but they are way stronger, can fly, and heal super fast. Their mission? Conquer planets and make their empire bigger. Some are pure evil, some question their ways, and a few even turn against them. Today, we are going to explain every Viltrumite, from the strongest warlords to the rebels who fought back. We are starting with Omni-Man. Imagine your dad is Superman, but with a mustache that could give any barber nightmares. Nolan Grayson, or Omni-Man, is a Viltrumite sent to Earth not for a vacation, but to prepare it for conquest. He becomes Earth's greatest hero, marries Debbie, and has a son, Mark. But when Mark's powers kick in, Nolan reveals his true mission: conquer Earth for the Viltrum Empire. Father-son bonding takes a dark turn as they battle, leaving cities in ruins and family therapy sessions desperately needed. Nolan's arc is a roller coaster of betrayal, redemption, and some seriously intense mustache grooming. Next is Argal, the first Viltrumite boss you didn't want to mess with. Before Thragg was out here flexing on the universe, there was Argal, the first and most feared Viltrumite emperor. If there was a galactic hall of fame for conquerors, this guy would have his own wing. Argal wasn't just some regular ruler sitting on a throne giving orders. He was out there personally making sure planets got the Viltrumite treatment. Under his rule, Viltrumites didn't just invade worlds, they steamrolled them. Everything was going great until Thetis, one of his own people, decided that maybe mass genocide wasn't a great long-term plan. So what did he do? He killed Argal, sending the entire empire into chaos. Next is Thragg. Imagine being groomed from birth to be the ultimate leader of a warrior race. That's Thragg for you, a Viltrumite whose resume boasts titles like Supreme Leader and Galaxy's Most Intimidating Mustache. Trained to embody the pinnacle of Viltrumite strength and combat prowess, Thragg's dedication to the Empire is as unyielding as his chiseled jawline. Thragg's journey to power wasn't a leisurely stroll through the cosmos. After the assassination of Emperor Argal by Thetis, Viltrum plunged into a civil war, thinning the herd to only the strongest. Emerging from this brutal selection process, Thragg took the reins, steering the Empire with an iron fist. His leadership saw the Viltrumites expand their dominion, leaving a trail of conquered planets and quivering species in their wake. Next is Conquest. Imagine your grandpa, but instead of telling war stories, he's still out there making them. That's Conquest, a Viltrumite so old he probably remembers when the universe was in diapers. With his balding head, gray hair, and a scar that screams, "I've seen things," Conquest isn't your average senior citizen. Despite his age, he's built like a tank and fights like one too. This guy doesn't just enter battles, he lives for them, always on the lookout for someone who might actually give him a challenge. Next is Thetis, the bearded rebel with a cause. Not all Viltrumites are warmongering conquerors. Enter Thetis, the black sheep of the Viltrumite family, who decided that universal domination wasn't his cup of tea. Instead, he founded the Coalition of Planets, rallying species against his own kin. With a beard that could rival the wisest of wizards, Thetis proved that even in a race of ruthless warriors, there's room for a conscience. Thetis' most audacious move? Assassinating Emperor Argal, an act that threw Viltrum into chaos and sparked a civil war. This internal strife led to the culling of the weak, leaving only the fiercest standing. While his methods were extreme, Thetis' actions planted the seeds for resistance against Viltrumite tyranny. Next is Baddie Anissa. Anissa isn't your typical Viltrumite warrior, she's tougher. Tasked with persuading Invincible to join the Empire's cause, her negotiation tactics were as subtle as a sledgehammer. Her relentless pursuit showcased the lengths to which Viltrumites would go to ensure their dominance. Anissa's interactions with Mark took a dark turn when she attempted to force him into compliance, leading to a highly controversial and unsettling encounter. Years later, Anissa's character underwent a transformation. She married a human and had a daughter, embracing a more compassionate side. In a redemptive arc, she sacrificed herself defending Earth from Thragg's forces, proving that even the fiercest warriors are capable of change. Next, Lucan is that rare Viltrumite who might actually ask, "How are you feeling?" before punching you through a wall. Known for his mild-mannered demeanor, He shows that not all of his kind are battle-hungry maniacs. However, don't let his calm exterior fool you. When push comes to shove, Lucan can throw down with the best of them. His unique perspective adds a layer of depth to the Viltrumite narrative, proving that even in a warrior race, there's room for a little introspection. Next is Thula. Thula brings a whole new meaning to the phrase, bad hair day. With a single-ended braid tipped with a blade, she uses her hair as a weapon, making her both stylish and deadly. Her combat skills are as sharp as her braid, and she's not afraid to dive into the thick of battle. Thula's unique fighting style and fierce loyalty to the Viltrum Empire make her a standout character, slicing through enemies and haircare stereotypes alike. Next is Viltrumite Mark. In an alternate universe where Mark Grayson embraces his Viltrumite heritage, we get Viltrumite Mark, a version of Invincible who took his dad's "Join Me" speech to heart. Donning the Viltrumite uniform, this Mark is all about that Empire life, conquering planets before breakfast. It's like looking in a funhouse mirror, except the reflection might punch you. His existence poses the ultimate what if, exploring the path not taken by our hero and reminding us that sometimes it's good to rebel against Dad's evil plans. Next is Craig. Craig is the Viltrumite equivalent of the reliable middle manager, competent, loyal, and utterly terrifying. While he may not have the spotlight like Thragg or Omni-Man, Craig plays his part in enforcing the Viltrumite agenda. He's the guy who gets the job done without fuss, whether it's conquering a planet or making sure the Empire's paperwork is in order. In the grand tapestry of Viltrumite conquest, Craig is the thread that holds it all together, one brutal mission at a time. Next, meet Omni-Man, one of Grand Regent Thragg's countless kids. Because when you're an intergalactic tyrant, why not have a massive family? Omni-Man stands out as the most loyal and, let's be honest, the most terrifying. Born from Thragg's union with a Thraxan female, Omni-Man inherited the best of both worlds. His loyalty to dear old dad is so intense that he once tried to take down Mark Grayson's family, proving that family reunions in the Viltrumite world are less about awkward small talk and more about survival. Omni-Man's dedication to the Viltrumite cause makes him a force to be reckoned with, or avoided at all costs. If Omni-Man is the poster child for Viltrumite loyalty, his twin sister Ursal is right there beside him, ready to punch anyone who disagrees. As one of Thragg's many offspring, Ursal didn't just inherit her father's penchant for domination, she embraced it with open arms and clenched fists. Her combat skills are top-notch, and her dedication to the Viltrumite Empire is unwavering. Whether it's leading an assault or engaging in a one-on-one brawl, Ursal approaches every challenge with the confidence of someone who knows they're destined to win. Next is Vidor. Let's be honest, in a lineup of Viltrumite heavy hitters, Vidor is like the guy who shows up to the party but doesn't make a scene. While others are out there making grand gestures of violence, Vidor's contributions are a bit more subdued. Maybe he prefers the quiet life, or perhaps he's just waiting for his moment to shine. Either way, Vidor serves as a reminder that not every Viltrumite needs to be a headline-making maniac. Some are content just being part of the universal domination machine without all the fanfare. Next, meet Oliver Grayson, or as his superhero alias goes, Kid Omni-Man. Born from a Viltrumite dad Omni-Man and a Thraxan mom, Oliver's got a unique look, purple skin and all. Imagine being a teenager trying to fit in when you look like a grape with muscles. Growing up faster than a YouTube trend, Oliver aged rapidly, both physically and mentally. He didn't just inherit his dad's super strength and flight, he also got a hefty dose of Viltrumite attitude. But unlike some of his more conquer-happy relatives, Oliver's moral compass pointed more toward heroism, thanks to his half-brother Mark Grayson, showing him the ropes. Next, say hello to Tara Grayson, the daughter of Mark Grayson and Adam Eve. With a lineage like that, you know she's destined for greatness, or at least some epic tantrums. Born aboard a spaceship, Tara's life was anything but ordinary from the get-go. She inherited her parents' powers, including super strength, flight, and invulnerability. Imagine trying to ground a kid who can literally fly away. As she grew, Tara had to navigate the challenges of being a Viltrumite human hybrid, all while dealing with typical kid stuff like homework and bedtime. Next, introducing Marcus Murphy, also known as Kid Invincible. He's the unexpected son of Mark Grayson and Anissa, a Viltrumite warrior. Talk about a surprise family reunion. Growing up with his adoptive father, Scott Murphy, Marcus had a relatively normal life until he discovered his true parentage. Imagine finding out your real dad is a superhero. Suddenly, those "my dad can beat up your dad" arguments take on a whole new meaning. Inheriting the typical Viltrumite powers, super strength, flight, and durability, Marcus had to come to terms with his identity and the legacy of his parents. And last is Invincible. Mark Grayson was just a regular high school kid, until he threw a garbage bag into space. Turns out, his dad is Omni-Man, the strongest Viltrumite, and Mark inherited his powers. But being a superhero isn't just about flying and punching. It's about learning your dad might be a villain. Ouch! Mark refuses to follow the Viltrumite empire, fights off world-ending threats, and somehow juggles school, love, and insane battles. He's proof that being a hero isn't about being unbreakable. It's about getting back up, no matter how many times you get punched through a building. And that's every Viltrumite explained. These guys are some of the most dangerous beings in comics. Who is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos.